I don't know how much of the original video I'm going to include in this video, but TLDR, I somehow found a Switch 2 dock, no cables, no nothing, not even the back plate was included, but a working Switch 2 dock was found at Goodwill near me for $40. So I grabbed it because I like having multiple Switch docks. I liked having multiple Switch docks for my Switch 1. I like having multiple docks for my Switch 2. Well, now I have a second one. But, anyways, I wanted to make it a miniature one. So I decided to tear it apart. And I was originally going to use Bob Wolf's design, which I will link his video down below. Maybe you'll have better luck with it than I did. I did not have good luck with it. It was incredibly frustrating and just didn't end up being a good video, even for second channel standards. At the end of the video, I ended up doing this, which I had printed off twice, and both just didn't print well. It had a lot of burrs along the edge, and it just wasn't the cleanest. It also had some issues, but it wasn't as bad because this actually uses some screws and not just clips, hot glue, and prayers. I'm sorry, Bob. I really like your content, but I got really, really angry trying to mess with your dock. But, anyways, I reprinted it in red because this just wasn't the best. And I also wanted to just redo this video so it was actually watchable. Yeah, once I started building it in this, I was basically just mumbling and muttering to myself because I was so angry and those feelings are coming back. So we're going to stop talking about that for now. I reprinted it in red, which did come out a lot better. I also didn't use supports for some reason when I printed this, even though there's still like some bits that could have been better. I don't know why there's like stuff going on here, but it's better. And yeah, the fan is in here because I just wanted to remind myself that this design does not include space for a fan. Bob Wolf's design includes space for a fan, also allows you to use other like PC handhelds, which is another reason why I wanted to use his. But if it had screw posts, I'd probably give it another shot. But it doesn't actually have a place for screws. It's all clips and some hot glue, and it just was not working for me. Anyway, we don't really need the fan, and I'm not going to use this too hardcore, so I'm not really worried about it. But if you're doing this to your only dock, then I would probably recommend going with another design that has the fan built in still. I don't know if I'm going to include me tearing it down. That was still a decent part of the video. Whether or not I do include it in this video, I will link a tutorial for a teardown down below. All right, now that we have our switch dock out, I do need to redo this because I believe I plugged this in wrong. I believe I need to have this pins up or it's in the wrong section. Let me refer to my video real quick. Hold on. No, I definitely plugged that in right. Maybe I just, ooh, yeah, I think I just messed this cable up. Interesting. I mean, it's literally just an LED. Oh yeah, I definitely messed this cable up. It's completely torn. Well, that sucks. I don't know why this needs 4 pins for that. There's not even a resistor or nothing on here. I think the resistor comes after here. If I really wanted to, I could probably run some wires from each end of this LED to somewhere here, but I'm just gonna forget it because I ruined that ribbon cable, but I did have it plugged in properly. If you do want to have the LED indicator, you're going to want to plug it in pin side down into this connector right here, not this connector. That's the fan connector. But anyways, as long as you have your USB-C plugged in like this, I don't know what I did with this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it still. I am almost certain I got rid of that. So you should be able to fit the bottom metal shielding in here, but because this printed poorly, I could not get it to do that. I also couldn't get it around these posts that are near the screw posts, like these guys here. There's also a little bit of leftover hot glue in there. Cool. But you will most likely want this top shielding because there are some thermal pads here. Since we don't have the active cooler for this, you probably want to have those thermal pads connected to this. I don't even know if you can call it a heat sink, but you know, get it a little bit better cooling. Anyways, there's only one way we can really install this. So let's put it in like this. Drop her down in there. Wow, when it prints well, it doesn't, it's not a struggle. It's crazy. Now, if you still had this plugged in, the LED indicator, you would put that up here, up in front, and this little tiny screw that held it into place on the original Switch 2 dock would screw it in here, and it actually works pretty well. But again, that screw is useless because this is useless, and I don't plan on doing anything about it. I'm just going to cut my losses at this point. There are two Phillips screws that I believe are just the ones that held in the USB-C in the first place that we can use to hold the USB-C into place again. And I believe we want to have it like this. It's a little hard to maneuver, but here, hopefully I can do this without ripping this ribbon cable, but we can secure these two down. I'm going to try secure these two down. There we go. Took a second to line up the screw hole, but I got there. That one was also tough for some reason, but that's not correct. It should line up like this, where we can just awkwardly fold this. Don't actually fold it. Don't crease it. Just maneuver the ribbon cable in such a way where we can actually close this up. And then we can use these like bigger Phillips screws, but I'll try to point out where I got these from. I will have on screen right now which screws these ones are, but they are Phillips ones, and they're not like super long, they're not super thick, but I think all of the screws in this dock kit are pretty small, all things considered. And you have a lot of space to go, so I don't think there's actually a screw that's long enough or probably even big enough to do wrong. But once we got those in, I ended up reusing the rubber feet, just putting them over the screw holes, even though they're not all centered, but gives me a little bit more stability. It's not perfect. They're not the best rubber feet. You can put your own rubber feet down if you want. But now, a little wiggly there, but it's all right. I believe all of these ports are actually good to use now. There's enough space, it looks like, for the Ethernet. I don't have a handy Ethernet cord to test it. But even though it doesn't look like these ports are like perfectly lined up, I can plug in a USB there, no problem. I have an HDMI that we can plug in right there, no problem. And somewhere, this is a USB A to USB B cable, but for the front two USB ports, USB works there and USB works there. It's a little snug because the bottom comes up a little bit more than the top, but there's really not much we can do about that other than like sand that down. But yeah, all the ports work. And I have actually used it when it was in this shell. I will actually have a clip up of that right now to prove that this does work still. But the reason why I'm not doing it live is because Nintendo is silly and I have to use the Switch 2 plug specifically for this to work. So instead of digging that out from my main setup, I am going to just show you this clip where I did it in my main setup not that long ago when I originally put this dock together. See, it works. Look at that. Eventually, I'll get the proper charge cable for this, but not yet. I've spent a lot of money this month, so maybe in a couple months. But anyways, we can see that this just pops in, and that is very snug. Very, very snug. Interesting. I say that because the first time I did it, while again, it wasn't the best print, it was not as snug because it was a little bit thicker because this accounts for the D brand kill switch. That's what it's called, the kill switch case. So if you do have the kill switch case and you do want to use this, there is a different option. I will try to remember to link both options down below, but if not, they're both on Maker World. That's how I found it. Even Bob's is on Maker World now, but it wasn't posted by him. But yeah, this will be my dock for the bedroom instead of the living room, and it will probably also be the dock when I need to show something off on the Switch 2 for videos. But yeah, I need to get another official power cable, or at least one that works with the Switch 2. Because right now I only have the one. This is I still am not super happy with this video because it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to the first time. So I'm still a bit salty, but oh well. I can now say that I recommend this. And yeah, if you want like a really high quality version of it, you can go get this printed by like somebody like PCBWay or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Bye.